Hey, what's up, guys? Back from the deck profile here. Once again, real quick, I know I mentioned this on Saturday's upload, but I'm going to be at the Columbus, Ohio Regional next Saturday, or this coming Saturday, because you guys will probably see this Wednesday. Yeah, come say what's up to me, dude. And I always love that. And yeah, dude, I just want to show you guys this deck. I was testing this. I was thinking about playing this at the Regional, still undecided, but I just played Exodia. I'm not even really sure yet, but I really enjoyed this deck. It was a lot better than I thought it was. And yeah, guys, without further ado, Melodious, nice 40 card list with the Moki Hoopers.
Shout out Top Scrum.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna buzz. Alright, so this was my list. This was like the list that I was like super comfortable with. I really enjoyed this deck. Obviously 3 refrain. I'm not gonna go through all these card text. A lot of you guys know what this stuff does. I'm not gonna show any combos because they're beat to death on YouTube. 3 refrain, 3 couplet, and then the cannon. It's the
best
cannon.
one?
Yeah, this card's insane too. And then obviously Soprano. Yeah, dude, Sopranos is one of the best TV shows of all time. You already know. And then the Sonatas. I still think 3 Sonata with Orange Light. Yeah, yeah, Sonata Hyundai. I think 3 of these is still just completely correct. Obviously, this is the hard one to turn special summon. This is just special as many times as you can. And then obviously the Aria and the Elegy. I am playing Elegy. A lot of people cut this card, but I still like the lock with the Bloom with these 2 out of the deck. Like if you kind of,
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. It is good, dude. If it wasn't, obviously this deck was a lot better in Snake Eye format because the Shiberta would just banish, you know, the Flamebird targets and the Princess and all that stuff. But this deck is still very good, and also that deck going like out of rotation. Not that it's bad or anything, but not as powerful as it once was. You actually have some more room in your extra deck, but I still think these are worth playing, in my opinion. So. And then the Shapina, this card's insane. I really wish this would get a foil print. I really like this card. And then for the hand traps, Orange Light, this is incredible. So 3 Ash, 3 Ghost Ogre. That's just kind of where we're at with that. Ghost Ogre's really good against U-Bell right now. So, and then obviously Called By, shout out my boy John for the pot. 1 Talents. Talents was really good in here because sometimes you'll have like the really weird hands, and you can draw 2 if you're not drolled, and then draw the couplet, and then the couplet will resolve, and then the ball will just. This deck snowballs really fast if your opponent doesn't know what's going on. And then obviously the Concerto. This card's incredible. Almost kind of want to play 2 of this, but I'm not playing Desires like the old list used to do. Obviously 3 Astanas. I really hope this gets a foil soon. This card is, you know, just disgustingly good. So
Better branded feature.
yeah, right. I mean, just. And then obviously the 3 first movement. So this gets a QCR in the 10.
Shout out.
Yeah, I can't wait. I want to get 3 of those immediately. This card's very good. Obviously these conflict, but this card is way better than first movement. But this is obviously still a very good card. But you know, this card's, you know, neither here nor there. And then I actually am playing 3 Dark Ruler. This is one of the cards that kind of, I think, made this deck a little bit better, because like losing the die roll playing into a board, like the U-Bell board, is like impossible for this deck to break without, almost impossible without like multiple Orange Lights, and you know what I mean. So you just Dark Ruler them, and then you can make the Bagooska Zeus if you have to, or you can just make the Bounce guy, and then just, you know, and then obviously 3 Emperor. Nice clean 40 card list. This deck was very good. And then since Snake Eye kind of has fallen out of favor, I am playing 3 Shiberta, or I'm sorry, 1 Shiberta, just because the Banish 3 doesn't really matter as much, because like U-Bell just like almost outclasses this card a lot of the time. Like you still put this up, but it's not like nearly enough, I don't think. And one thing I learned too is I'm only playing 2 of the Abaka. Really wish this would have foil print too. This card, I think you only need 2 if you know how to play the deck. Not that I'm saying like I'm the best player with this deck or anything, but I found through testing you just don't need 3 of these, because a lot of the time the Soprano on a couple of the lines will just put this back in your extra deck. You know what I mean? And then, dude, this card, the Bounce card, this card is incredible.
In Ancient SP.
Yeah, this card just does way too much. I need this to be a higher rarity too, to be honest. And this deck isn't like me either. Like I don't normally play like, you know, the chick artwork decks or anything like that. So, but I just really enjoy this deck 'cause I love pendulums too. So
Shout out Devin.
yeah, shout out Devin. obviously the gravity controller. This is for when the Baka gets impermed, and then you just, you always summon this in the EMZ, and then make this if this gets impermed, and you can't play any further, and then this triggers this to reborn. So, and then we are playing 2 Bloom. I was only playing 1, but me and Johnny were testing. Shout out my boy John and Cody. We were testing, and this card's very good. Like, it's
Soft Lock Turbo.
Yeah, what this card does is like almost. I don't think you need 2 of this, but it's nice to have 2. I don't really know how else to say it, but this deck, there's a couple slots you could flex out however you want. Obviously this one, these 2 just to clear your board, of course. The SP, and then the Underworld Goddess. This is also a flex spot. I mean, you could also play the Moon, the Light Fiend, and then coupled with that, and then obviously the Baguska, the Typhon, and the Zeus, dude. So I think this is completely fine, and just however you want to play. There's a couple things I did want to mention real quick. Was this engine that I really enjoyed side decking with, because I like to mention the things in the deck or whatever, but the Condemned Witch, this card is very insane. I almost wish it was a light so you could pen summon it, but it searches Droplet, right? So if you're playing into a board or even going first, this card does almost everything you want it to, because this can be your normal summon, and then you can search Droplet, and then they're just like, oh my god, he's going to search Droplet, so they have to interact with this card. But also, if you're going first, you can obviously tribute this and tag it out for the light statue, if they're obviously not playing Fiendsmith. You know what I mean? So, just to note, and obviously the Power Sync Stone and all of that stuff too. Also, one thing I want to note too that I guess a couple people didn't know is Ostinato, whatever you fuse with this, if you just leave the fusion on the board, it will die and summon back the 2 materials for it. So that's kind of relevant. So I think that's only come up 1 time or twice maybe. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think about this. I can do more Melodious stuff if you want, and I'll see you guys later. Cheers.